Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Okay, I'm sure by now you've probably seen all the posts, the blogs, the social media, the YouTube videos, you name it, about a thing called shotgun shell. And I'm not talking about the ones you put into a gun and you shoot. Not the ammo. This is something you're going to eat as an appetizer, a snack, or whatever, okay? But I'm going to do it Crazy Dave's way, and I'm also going to do something called the reloads. Now what is that? You're going to have to sit back, watch, and enjoy. And I'm going to show you how to make shotgun shells and the reloads. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Okay, so what are some of the items that I've got? Well, I've got the manicotti noodles here. I've got a couple boxes of these. I may have to go back to the store and get some more, only because they don't really come with a lot of them, okay? I've got some cheddar jack cheese. You can use whatever cheese you want. I've got some mild Italian sausage here, and I've also got some country pork. The reason why I got these two, I didn't want an over flavor of one of these, so I want to mix these together here. And I've got a couple pounds of bacon. Now, you notice I like to use the lower sodium bacon. The reason being is because I don't want a lot of salt that's going to overpower the flavor that I'm trying to incorporate with the sausages, the cheeses, and so on, okay? And then over here I've got kind of a mixing bowl that I'm going to mix it all together. Alright, now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to mix these all together, okay? The bacon, we don't put in there, we're not going to mix that, we're going to actually use that later. So right now we're going to mix the sausage, this pork, the cheddar cheese into a mixing bowl. So right now I just got done putting in the sausage here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and add the cheese. So what I did, I kind of put the cheese into another bag here. And I'm going to add about 2 cups of cheese here. So here's a half a cup here. And again, we're going to do 2 cups of some shredded cheese. Now, if you want, you can also add a little bit of Parmesan cheese or whatever cheese that you really like. The reason why we're adding the cheese is for a couple of reasons along with the sausage is we're not going to cook those noodles, okay? We're going to leave them the way they are, and the fat that's in the cheese and the sausages is going to go ahead and help to moisture the actual noodles and make them nice. Now, we're just going to go ahead and hand mix this. Really, really good. Get the cheese in there and get it all mixed up. So now what I'm doing is I have one of those LEM jerky guns you can kind of see here, and I put it in the freezer so this tube is really nice and cold here. I'm going to go ahead and load this up with all the sausages, and I put on the sausage tip that's going to really help us load these manicottis. Okay, so right now I just got done taking these out of the fridge. They say put them in the fridge for a little bit. I did. We're going to see what happens. And I also just got done loading the jerky gun. So let's see what happens here. Let's move these out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these and hopefully not crack them. Okay. So let's see what happens here as we try to load these up. Just take your time. You want to kind of, have it a little bit like that. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not. And then come back on the other side. See how the other side is kind of half empty? Just go in here and just kind of shoot it in. Be careful so you don't crack them. Again, take your time. Don't squeeze too hard and too fast. And then that's pretty much what you're going to end up with is something like this. Okay, so you kind of just push it in. Level it out. And you're going to repeat that process for all of your manicotti noodles. And then just kind of put them off to the side and finish up with the rest of them. Okay guys, so I'm finally finished with these. These actually look really, really good. You can see that, pretty well stuffed. Okay. I actually didn't break any. A lot of the guys on all the different posts and videos that I've seen make comments you have to be gentle because they break. Not one broke, not using my jerky gun, so maybe that's the trick. You got to use that jerky gun. Now, you saw what I had, about 2 pounds of meat, 2 cups of cheese that I mixed together, and it pretty much filled up all these noodles. The only thing I ended up with was 2 empty ones, okay? And that was 2 boxes of the manicotti noodles. So now we're just gonna go ahead and let these chill. I'm gonna kind of return it back to the refrigerator for a little bit. And then the next step is to wrap these up with some bacon. Okay, so I just removed these from the fridge. They've been in there for about an hour to an hour and a half. And they look really nice. A lot of people say you want to refrigerate them after you load these because it helps with the noodles. I'm not sure, but we're going to try it out. All right, so now over here, we got the bacon slices, okay? We're going to go ahead and start grabbing these, kind of like this. And we're going to take the bacon, and you want to wrap it around your cannoli, or not cannoli, what are these? Manicottis, my bad. And just kind of wrap it around. Now you may end up using 2 slices of bacon, that's fine. Yep, we're going to need 2. So just kind of, wrap them all up, overlay it, and you'll see that looks really good. And then it's kind of like, do something like that, and then put them back in your little holding tray, and you're going to finish wrapping all of them. Now if you do it just right, sometimes you can get away with just 1 piece of bacon, like we did in this case, and just kind of roll it around there, and it looks really super good. Alright, well we're going to go ahead and finish these up. Now that these are pretty much wrapped up, it's time to move on to what I call the reloads. But now I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the fridge while I make the reloads. Okay guys, so what's the reload? Well, the reload is basically the same thing as a shotgun shell. The only difference is, and no one's done it yet, I've searched everywhere, is stuffed it with cream cheese. Now if you go back to a couple of my videos back, you'll see that I showed you how to do smoked garlic cheese. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the smoked garlic cream cheese with the everything bagel seasoning. I'm going to use 2 packages of regular softened cream cheese. I'm also going to add some shredded cheese. Now this one I'm adding, which is right here, and I'll show you a little bit. It's the basil cheese that I shredded from Costco. That's going to be amazing. And then I'm worried about the moisture because the sausages had the fat and so did the cheese, and so the bacon kind of helped with the other ones. But this one, not really fatty, so I'm worried about it. So what I decided to do with the advice of one of my neighbors, Eric, is I'm going to add some marinara sauce to it, blend it all together, use my jerky gun, and put it all together. And that's what you end up with, a really nice finished product. Now that the jerky gun is loaded, we're going to do the same thing we did earlier with the shotgun shells. Same thing, we're going to put the nozzle in, we're going to squeeze it a little bit until it's filled up. Again, just go kind of slow. And you want it kind of just a little filled. And then if you have any issues with the gun, just set it down and you can kind of use your finger here and finish stuffing it up. Now remember, these are going to be a little bit more liquidier. That's fine. Once you get them stuffed up like this, go ahead and return them back into the holder and then finish the product. Okay, so now these are completely stuffed with the cream cheese mixture. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the fridge because I want the cream cheese to kind of solidify a little bit before I wrap it up with bacon. So here's what the reloads look like after I wrap them up. Now over here, you'll see that I put them in a baking dish. I wanted to try something different. So I took a roll of them, put them in the baking dish, added 4 slices of bacon, and then maybe I'll add some marinara to it and make some kind of dish. I don't know. We'll figure that one out later. That's a totally different project. But there you go. That is the reloads. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in the fridge, let them cool off a little bit. And then next, time to fire up that smoker. Alright guys, so I just loaded them into the grill. And look at the smoke here. And you'll see that over here on the left, we've got the reloads. And then over here, we've got the shotgun shells. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close the lid here. We're going to put it on the smoke mode. And we're going to do that for about 3 hours. Okay guys, so here's the reloads that came out of the smoker. I'm letting them cool off real quick before I put them away. But take a look at that. And people that have taste tested this said this is absolutely amazing. And this one here is the actual shotgun shell. And these are really good. I'm going to go ahead and cut one in half and show you the insides here. And this here is the actual inside of it. That looks so good. Okay guys, well there you go. That is the shotgun shells and the reloads. Now Crazy Dave, I feel I get to name that second version of the reloads because I created it. I haven't seen anything mentioned anywhere about taking the mancati and kind of doing a shotgun shell style, but with cream cheese. So I feel I get to name it. So I'm going to call them the shotgun shells along with the reloads, okay? They go together. Please, when you cook them up, do them both, okay? They're great, great appetizers, snack, or even a meal, okay? So here's the summary on all this, okay? In regards to the reloads, I would suggest going with an Italian sausage, going with a mild or even a spicy version as well. Because the regular pork version, I felt it took away from the Italian sausage. At first I was kind of worried about it, but I feel that it kind of needs that extra kick. You want your taste buds to go, wow, what was that? You want it to be like in Cloud 9, you want that umami flavor, okay? Now, in regards to Crazy Dave's version of the reloads, I would suggest taking some jalapeno, dice it up really fine, mix it in there. You want them kind of hide it in there, or even add a serrano pepper with it. You want the peppers to be diced up really super fine because you don't want them to stand out. You want them to be kind of hidden so that when people eat the shotgun shells or the reloads, in my case, you want their taste buds to, again, to explode, and you want them to kind of sit back and go, whoa, what was that? That's amazing, without it being obvious of what the heat was. Okay, also, once they started to cool down, what we did is we took the reloads and we started dipping in marinara sauce, and that really helped it out a lot, okay? Well, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe below, and please share this video with your friends and family. Crazy Dave, I'm out.